there's a difference between talking negatively about yourself, having negative self-talk, doubting yourself, having, anxiety. There's a good level of anxiety that we do need. But there is a difference between negative self-talk and reparenting yourself, showing yourself tough love. And I've had to discover this the hard way, because I would always criticize myself, always doubt myself, always, beat myself up when I couldn't stick to a habit, I couldn't eat healthy, I couldn't, go to the gym. I would always beat myself up about it. But the problem with this is it makes us fall off these, these habits, these things that we're trying to develop. We almost like self-sabotage. We almost, ruin ourselves because of this negative self-talk. But when we give ourselves tough love, then we hold ourselves accountable. We say, okay, you haven't been that good. You could be better. You could be doing better. But right now, you need to have a rest. You need to just take a minute to breathe and sort yourself out. But beating yourself up about not sticking to the gym, not eating healthy, not doing your journaling, doing these good habits that you're trying to develop, beating yourself up about it is only going to make you delay that thing that you're meant to be doing. Making yourself feel shit, making yourself, have these negative self-beliefs that you're fat, you're lazy, that you can't concentrate, you can't focus, then you are going to act just as your self-beliefs. And in my personal own experience, I had these good few months, where I was developing these new habits, the new self-beliefs of mine, and I was acting these new self-beliefs out. Because I was telling myself it, I was acting out just as I was believing myself to be. But then you have a bad day where you skip the gym, or you skip eating healthy, you skip all these things, and you sort of like beat yourself up about it. Oh, I wasn't perfect today, I couldn't do this, I'm falling behind in my business, I'm falling behind in my fitness journey. And you start to beat yourself up about it, and because you were telling yourself that you are you are behind, you are not as good as him down the road, then you act exactly how you are believing yourself to be. And it's only just one day or maybe a week that you're having off, and yes, it obviously slows you down, but it slows you down a little bit. But we're gonna have these sorts of weeks. We're gonna have these struggles in our lives, and life situations, life circumstances, moving house, a relative dies, you get ill, like anything could happen. But beating yourself up about it and creating these negative self-beliefs, these negative self-talk in yourself, is not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to help you get to where you want to be. It'll only delay that bump in the road. It'll only make that little, the little bump into more of like a mountain or a hill. It'll just delay the thing that you have to do, the thing that is stuck on your mind, that's overwhelming you. Because once one thing goes out of the window, then something else will fall apart, and that'll go out the window, and then you've got like two things to juggle, and then that's on your mind, like, oh, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, and it just delays the time that you're going to reach your goal. And this is the difference between negative self-talk and showing yourself tough love. When we show ourselves tough love, okay, you haven't done this, it's okay, but next week we're going to do this and we're going to stick to it. It doesn't mean we're not successful. It doesn't mean we're fat. It doesn't mean we're lazy. It just means I need to rest. I'm ill. My fucking dog's broke his leg. Whatever it may be. These different circumstances will come up in our life, and we've just got to not be emotional about it, but be logical about it and say, okay, I can do it again next week. I can do it again tomorrow. I can do it in an hour. And changing this way of thinking will help you keep them positive self-beliefs that you're trying to develop about yourself, and keep away the negative self-talk, so you can keep up this good habit that's making you healthier, making you fitter, making you mentally stronger, making you more money. And from my journey, my own personal experience, my mind is the thing that's always held me back, always stopped me from being successful in my fitness, my food, my mood, my ability to stick to something, whether it's YouTube fitness, eating right. My mind was always the thing that was the common denominator, is the word, I don't know. And I didn't notice this negative self-talk because it wasn't all the time, but when it did happen, it was for an extended period of time. And I found it hard to then gain that momentum back up. It completely destroyed that momentum, and I didn't know where to start again. I didn't know how to start again, because I thought, what's the point? This is just going to happen again and again. And finally, that now I'm developing my self-beliefs again, my positive self-beliefs. Now I've realised that my negative self-talk, even though it's not every day, but when it does happen, it's significantly impacting my ability to stick to anything, to feel good. And I needed to share this with you because I think this is the most common thing that people struggle with in their lives, is their mind. They can't control their feelings. They don't know the reason behind why they're feeling or why they're doing what they're doing. And I always go on about developing positive self-beliefs and taking out the negative ones, but I never went into depth of how do I do that? How do I get rid of these old negative self-beliefs? How do I keep the positive self-beliefs? And that was truly because I didn't know how to. I've literally just discovered this week, and this is valuable information. This is information that's it's not groundbreaking, but it's something that can help a lot of people really stick to what they're trying to develop, what they're trying to achieve. Because our minds are the thing that controls our body, basically. If our mind's unhealthy, our body's going to be unhealthy. So I hope that helps someone. This was the big lesson for me. It took me this long to discover it and find out, but I'm happy to share that information. So good luck, boys. I hope you have a wonderful weekend.